here for taking your time out, especially the ones who are bringing their presentations based on facts, research based, and all those scientifically methods and through the subject matter specialties. So that is the fact base. What I'm going to speak is something based on the life experiences, what I have served in my lifetime, and how the life connects to the climate injustice that we have done so far to this global um, global pandemic, I would say. Um, the, everything what we have seen today is highly a cruelty that we have done to our global. Um, we have brought a lot of global warnings. As we know, COVID-19 was something that was caused. Um, what I wanted to bring in here this the abstract of how climate injustice or climate justice has been caused many illnesses in life. I do advocate. Who am I? Let me introduce myself first. I'm Zara, and I am a mother of two children, aged 31 and 21, and I'm also a grandmother. And the child that I have, who's here in this room with us, he's very unique. All of us in this room has 23 chromosomes, which are a total of 46, because those 23 are in pairs, and we have 46 chromosomes in our body. Um, there are now so many children are coming to this world who has more chromosomes than we're supposed to have. That is bringing irregularities in our body. When we are also exposed to illnesses, chronic illnesses like cancers or skin conditions, that's also caused by our cellular level dysfunction in our body. Now, who's responsible for that? Um, I think God, in every religion book, he has told us that He has made man perfect. So, who's causing all these illnesses? We are. And we are doing it by getting rid of our trees, plants, where we wanted more pollution, we wanted more, more buildings, but we never figured out how we're going to control all of these population and all this pollution, and where we're going to have the dispose system. As we all know, Pakistan is experiencing a lot of diseases post pandemic and post disaster. So we built everything, but we never thought how we were going to take care of all the filtration. So I wanted to bring this side up because I do handle this kind of advocacy on my daily basis, and I see vulnerable parents, I see vulnerable children, and we see how terrified those disasters looked, and we all went like, whoa. But what we are not seeing, that those children who are coming to this world with all these defects, and we don't have any way of reversing it until we go ahead and we bring some system in life where we can bring some damage control. And I think IIPL and Institute of International Peace Leadership has done a great work by humanitarian work and trying to bring awareness to all of those little areas of life, which are not little. It's actually too huge, and at the larger level. And we want to make sure that we address it on a regular daily life basis experiences and practices. Um, with all those cancers awareness and everything, how are we going to take care of that? One of the articles that came in Virginia many years back, and that endorsed a lot of And it was shut down in America very very quickly. Didn't go far. In Virginia, where I live, and there's a river called Potomac River, and it's available online if you Google it. The frogs that were living in that Potomac River, they were actually male frogs were laying eggs, and those are only because of the pollution that were produced into that water and the climate changes that now the new more research are coming in that when for some reason frogs are also no they're developing these kind of things where they lay eggs, male frogs. So imagine with that pollution, if male frogs are giving laying eggs as like female, imagine what's happening to us human, because when we're taking a lot of pills for painkillers, when we're getting rid of all these plant-based therapies, and we're going after all these conventional medicines, pharmaceutical companies, and we're taking all these pills, and when we're filtering all this water, the percentage of those pills, birth control pills, the painkillers, it stays into that water, and we're drinking that water back again. So all these impurities, we're taking it back in our body, and it's changing us in a cellular level. It's causing cancers, it's causing birth defects, and we are seeing that how disaster has been created. So this is where we all need to come together. We need to bring awareness how we're going to change our life to this universe where we were born perfect, but we're not anymore. So we have to take those initiatives smaller. So I thank again IIPL for bringing this platform, bringing all these experts in this room. I hope the my side of this analysis and experiences has helped this room to see not just our geographically we're impacting our lives, but it's also medically impacting our life on daily basis. And it's going to get only worse, because when a child with Down syndrome happened to me, it was only 1 in 700 births. Now it's beyond 1 in 1,000 births in just in 20 years. So imagine where we're going with this. Um, when I started in Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, where I am, we were only a handful of parents where we had children with Down syndrome. Now these population are growing over. I think when we started, there were about like 20, less than 20 children 20 years ago, and now those children quantity, the head counts are over 70 people in 20 years in just a small town of Richmond. So imagine what we're doing to the world. So with that said, I have taken the initiative where my son has changed most of his medicines to more homeopathic medicines. It's more responsive. It's more impact. I have not given out all of his other systematic biological medicines, but to bring it more normalizing the body, we are now using, and it's more promising. So that's one way to do it. Second is plant more greens in your backyard, in your home, inside your home, indoor plants. That also helps. Depend less on chemicals. It's very impactful on our bodies positively than going towards all chemicals in your body, to your children, to your community, and then bringing bigger disasters into this world. Thank you everyone for listening to me. And I know I didn't give chance to my translator, but you can just translate.
I can.
Yeah.
I can.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much,
I remember.
everyone.
Thank you, sir.